this is Nathan On, and today we'll be doing Whitelog 3rd grade worksheet lesson 25. And for section 1, we're going to be doing multiply by 10. So for number 1, we have 4 times 10, and the easy way to do this when you're multiplying by like tens or hundreds, like something that ends with a 0, you could just plug in the 0 in front of the number you're multiplying. So if you do 4 times 10, like we have 4, right? You could just put the 0 in the front, and then you get 40. And then number 2, we have 7 times 10. You can do the same thing. Just put a 0 in the front once because there's only one 0 in the 10. So we have the 7 that you're multiplying by the 10 and just put one 0 in the front and you get 70. And you have 3, 12 times 10, same thing. You have the 12 and just put the 0 in the front. You get 120. Then we have 4, number 4, 25 times 10, same thing. You could just put the 0 in the front, then you get 250. Then number 5, we have 50 times 10, also same thing. We have 50 here, and then just put the 0 in the front once from the 10, and you get 500. And for section 2, multiply by 100. You do the same thing as section 1 for multiplying by 10, but instead of putting 1 0 in front, you put 2 zeros instead. So we have 3 here. And because you're multiplying 100, you could just put 2 zeros in the front to get 300. Then number 7, we have 6 times 100. Same thing, we have 6. And you're multiplying 100, so just put 2 zeros in front of it to get 600. Then you have number 8, we have 15 times 10. We have 15, then just put 2 zeros in front of it to get 1,500. And number 9, we have 22 times 100. Where we have 22, and then just put the 2 zeros in front of it to get 2,200. And number 10, we have 125 times 100, same thing. We have 125, and because you're multiplying by 100, just put 2 zeros in front of it to get 12,500. In section 3, we have multiply by 1,000. And for this, you're doing the same thing as the previous 2 sections, but instead of putting like 1 or 2 zeros in front, now you're putting 3 zeros in front. So you have number 11 here, 2 times 1,000. You have 2, and then just put 3 zeros in front of it because you're multiplying by 1,000 to get 2,000. Number 12, we have 5 times 1,000, same thing. You have 5, put 3 zeros in front of it, and then you get 5,000. And number 13, we have 12 times 1,000, also same thing. You have 12, and you put 3 zeros in front of it, then you get 12,000. Number 14, you have 150 times 1,000. You also do the same thing here. You have 150, and then you just put 3 zeros in front of the 150, and you get 150,000. Then you get number 15, 8 times 1,000. You do the same thing here. You have 8, and you just put 3 zeros in front of it to get 8,000. Section 4 word problems. You have number 16 here. A factory packs 12 boxes every day. How many boxes do they pack in 10 days? So this is just basically 12 times 10. And we know that for 10, you could just put 1 0 in front of the number. So if we do 12 times 10, you get 120. Number 17, a bookstore sells 25 books each week. And how many books are sold in 100 weeks? This is a 12 times 100 problem. And for multiplying by 100, you could just put 2 zeros in front of the number. So you have 25, and then just put 2 zeros in front to get 2,500. And number 18, a baker bakes 300 muffins every day. And how many muffins are baked in 4 days? So we have now 300 times 4. And for this, what you could actually do instead is you could just multiply the 3 and the 4 and put the 2 zeros in later. So if we just do 3 times 4, you get 12, and then you could just put the 2 zeros in there and you get 1,200. For number 19, we have a farmer has 120 cows. And each cow produces 15 liters of milk every day. How much milk is produced in 1 day? So this is a 120 times 15 problem, and for this you could just do 12 times 15 and put in the 0 later. So if we were to do 12 times 15, so we have the 2 times 5 to get 10, and then you carry the 1 over, so 1 times 5 plus 1 is 6, and then you drop the 0 here, and then you have 1 times 2, which is 2, and then you're going to have 1 times 1, which is 1, so now you're just doing 60 plus 120 to get 180, and then you just plug in the 0 from the 120 to get 1,800. Then number 20, a student has 112 students, and each student brings 5 pencils. How many pencils do the students bring in total? This is just 112 times 5 problem. And if you do that, we have 2 times 5, which is 10, carry the 1 over then. So we then have 1 times 5, and then plus the 1, so we would get 6. And then we have 1 times 5, which is 5. So 112 times 5 is equal to 560. Number 21, an orchid has 215 apple trees, and each tree produces 200 apples. How many apples are there in total? Just 112 times 200. You could do the same thing here where you don't have to, you could just put in the 2 zeros later, so we just have to do 215 times 2. And then if we do 2 times 5, it's 10, so I have to carry the 1 over, so 1 times 2 plus 1 is 3, then 2 times 2 is 4, and then now we have 430 from this. Now we just add the 2 zeros in, so we get 430 plus the 2 zeros, 43,000. Then for number 22, a warehouse stores 101 crates, and each bottle or each crate contains 20 bottles. How many bottles are there in total? So it's 101 times 20 problem. You could just do 101 times 2 first and add the 0 in later. So 101 times 2. So 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 0 is 0. And then 1 times 2 is 2 again. So 202. And now we add the 0 in. So 202 plus that 10 is, we get 2020. Number 23, a toy company makes 14 toys every hour. How many toys do they make in 7 hours? This is just 14 times 7. So if you do that, we have 4 times 7, you get 28. Carry the 2, or I guess carry the 2 over. So you have 1 times 7 plus 2, so you get 9. So the answer would be to this is 98. Number 24, a library has 130 shelves, and each shelf can hold 40 books. How many books are in the library? This is 130 times 40. And instead of just doing this normal, you could just do 13 times 4 and add in the zeros from both of them later. So we do this. Times 4 is 12. Get the 1 over. 1 times 4 plus 1 is 5. So 52. And then you do 52 plus the 2 zeros. For this 1 0 from each, the 130 and 40, you get 5,200. Then number 25, a delivery truck carries 300 boxes, and each box is 100 cans. How many boxes are in the truck? This is just 300 times 100. And for this, you could just actually add the 2 zeros from the 100, so we have 300, and add the 2 zeros from the 100, so you get 30,000. And that's for today. Thank you for watching.